Hello everyone. Here, today I will be discussing about a topic which is quite important. The topic is teamwork. We tend to work in different teams throughout our careers, thus, it is very important to have some information about the same. Let us go to the next slide and see what information waits for us to learn today. Firstly, we will see what teamwork means, we will see what basic team dynamics includes, behavioral characteristics that form teamwork, importance of teamwork, types of teams, barriers to teamwork, keys for successful teamwork. So, now we will see the definition of teamwork. What is teamwork? Teamwork can be defined as the ability of team members to work together, communicate effectively, anticipate and meet each other's demands, and inspire confidence, resulting in a coordinated collective action. The process of working collaboratively with a group of people in order to achieve a goal. Teamwork is often a crucial part of a business, as it is often necessary for colleagues to work well together, trying their best in any circumstance. Teamwork means that people will try to cooperate, using their individual skills and providing constructive feedback, despite any personal conflict between individuals. Basic team dynamics include open communication to avoid conflicts, effective coordination to avoid confusion and the overstepping of boundaries, efficient cooperation to perform the tasks in a timely manner and produce the required results, especially in the form of workload sharing. High levels of interdependence to maintain high levels of trust, risk-taking, and performance. All these teamwork conditions lead to the team turning in a finished product. A way to measure if the teamwork was effective, the organization must examine the quality of the output, the process, and the members' experience. Specifically, the teamwork can be deemed efficient if the output met or exceeded the organization's standard, if the process the team chose to take helped them reach their goals, and if the members are reporting high levels of satisfaction with the team members as well as the processes which the team followed. According to McIntyre and Salas, teamwork is a critical component of team performance and requires an explanation of how a team behaves. There are 4 key behavioral characteristics that compose teamwork. A. Performance monitoring. B. Feedback. C. Closed-loop communication, and D. Backup behaviors. Performance monitoring. The first requirement of teamwork is that team members monitor the performance of others while carrying out their own task. Monitoring ensures that members are following procedures correctly and in a timely manner, while also ensuring that operations are working as expected. Performance monitoring is accepted as a norm in order to improve the performance of the team in addition to establishing a trusting relationship between members. Feedback. Next, as a follow-up activity to monitoring, feedback on the effectiveness or ineffectiveness of performance is passed along to members being monitored. Team members must feel at ease when providing feedback for teamwork to be effective. No obstacles, i.e., rank, tenure, should stand between members who are giving and receiving this vital information. Free-flowing feedback exists in the highest level of teamwork. Closed-loop communication. Teamwork involves the effective communication between a sender and receiver. Closed-loop communication describes the information exchange that occurs in successful communication. There is a sequence of behaviors that is involved in closed-loop communication. The message is initiated by the sender. 2. The message is accepted by the receiver and feedback is provided to indicate that it has been received. 3. The sender double-checks with the receiver to ensure that the intended message was received. This type of communication is especially apparent in emergency situations. Feedback behaviors. Finally, backup behaviors, i.e., the willingness, preparedness, and liking to back team members during operations, are required for effective teamwork. Team members must be willing to help when they are needed and must accept help when needed without feeling they are being perceived as weak. This requires that members know the expectations of their jobs while also knowing the expectations of others with whom they are interacting. These four complex behavioral characteristics: performance monitoring, feedback, closed-loop communication, and backing up behaviors are necessary for effective teamwork. A failure of one of these aspects could result in ineffective team performance. Importance of teamwork. It brings new ideas. Businesses need new, fresh ideas to succeed in the competitive world. You have a unique perspective to bring to the table which will benefit the business overall. Businesses thrive when they have a diverse team of people who can contribute individual ideas. Teamwork helps solve problems. Collaboration within a group can help solve difficult problems. Brainstorming is a good opportunity for the team to exchange ideas and come up with creative ways of doing things. By working together, teams can find the solutions that work best. It's supportive. Teamwork creates a system to ensure that deadlines are met and that there's high-quality work. When one team member falls behind, there's another to pick up the pieces. When work is divvied up among members of a team, it gets done faster, making the overall business operate more efficiently. Your team will develop a sense of camaraderie as you work toward a common goal. Teamwork builds morale. You'll feel that your work is valued when you contribute to something that produces results. If you offer an idea that helps improve productivity, such as a new filing system, confidence and trust is built within the team. Each team member has something special to offer. By working together, members of a team feel a strong sense of belonging and deep commitment to each other and the common goal. It's one thing to have a team, it's a whole other thing to have teamwork. A team that works well together can succeed together and produce great results. Types of teams. Teams can be divided into four main groups: project teams, self-managed teams, virtual teams, and operational teams. What type of team you have depends on its purpose, location, and organizational structure. Each type of team comes with its unique set of strengths and weaknesses. In order to fully utilize your team, you first need to understand where each type of teams works the best. Project teams. Project teams are groups of employees who work collectively toward shared goals. This type of team allows you to structure work in a specific, measurable, and time-constrained way. You can assign clear roles, responsibilities, and deadlines. Also, by selecting both experienced and inexperienced workers, you enable them to do informal coaching and mentoring. There are four main types of project teams. 1. Functional teams. These teams are permanent and always include members of the same department with different responsibilities. A manager is responsible for everything, and everyone reports to him. These types of teams are more likely to be found in companies that incorporate traditional project management. Sometimes, in order to complete a project, several departments need to work together. For example, your work on the new product starts with the idea from the marketing department. The idea is passed down to research and development to determine its feasibility. After R&D, the design department is tasked with giving it an appealing look and feel. And finally, the product is made by the manufacturing department. This type of approach is known as baton passing. It requires a manager that has oversight of the entire project and ensures that there are no obstacles when it comes to transferring work from one team to another. Advantages and disadvantages of functional teams. Advantages. Handles routine work. Line management has control of projects. Pools technical and professional expertise. Disadvantages. Difficult communication across areas. Pushing the decision-making process upwards. Inflexible. 2. Cross-functional teams. Cross-functional teams are made up of members from various departments. These teams tackle specific tasks that require different inputs and expertise. Even though cross-functional teams are becoming increasingly popular, a recent study 5% of all cross-functional teams are dysfunctional. Advantages and disadvantages of cross-functional teams. Advantages. Greater speed of task completion. Can handle a wide array of projects. Source of unconventional ideas. Disadvantages. Takes long to develop cohesion. Management can prove to be challenging. Diversity can cause conflict. 3. Matrix teams. These teams are characterized by a two-boss system, where an individual report to a different manager for various aspects of his work. This type of team is the product of matrix management approach. Let's say Jeff, a designer, was given a task of making a design for a new product that marketing provided an idea for and that R&D deemed feasible. By being included in this project, Jeff all of a sudden has two bosses. The first one is a project manager who only cares about the design being done, while the other one is his functional line manager who's in charge of Jeff's training, career development, and routine tasks. While this approach helps the top management retain control over the project without being included in day-to-day decisions, employees are often faced with challenges of dual command. Jeff now has to report to two managers, who might give him conflict instructions, which causes confusion and frustration. Advantages and disadvantages of matrix teams. Advantages. Acceptable to traditional managers. Flexibility for assigned personnel. Top management controls projects, stays out of daily activities. Disadvantages. Dual reporting. The team leader is usually unable to choose who will be on the project. Difficult performance appraisal. 4. Contract teams. Contract teams are outsourced teams that are tied down by a contract and brought in to complete a part of a project. After the project is completed and the contract has ended, the client can cut all ties to the team, no questions asked. The project manager is the key to success when it comes to contract teams. The project manager has to 1. Maintain constant communication between the team and the client. 2. Compensate for the lack of a team's physical presence, given that most contract teams work remotely. 3. Bear full responsibility for the success or failure of a project. Advantages and disadvantages of contract teams. Advantages. Easy employment of experts. A team can use the existing management structure. No need for client training. Disadvantages. Difficult assessment of project progress for the client. Difficult to resolve political and organizational issues. The client is the only judge of success. Self-managed teams. Typically, members of self-managed teams are employees of the same organization who work together, and even though they have a wide array of objectives, their aim is to reach a common goal. There is no manager nor authority figure, so it is up to members to determine rules and expectations, to solve problems when they arise, and to carry shared responsibility for the results. One of the first major companies that decided to implement self-managed teams was software company Valve in 2012. Around 300 employees have neither bosses nor a formal division of labor. Instead, they are expected to organize themselves around individual or group projects and are obligated to take care of customer support themselves. The work ethic at Valve relied heavily on individual responsibility. When setting up a self-managed team, you have to define two parameters. 1. Levels of responsibility. 2. Autonomy that is given to the self-managed team. Research has shown that employees in self-managed teams feel more useful on the job and find their jobs more challenging, although there is no proof that they are actually more productive. Advantages and disadvantages of self-managed teams. Advantages. Autonomy improves employee motivation. Team members can manage their own time and handle tasks when it suits them. You don't have to pay for an office. Shared responsibility instills pride in team accomplishments. Disadvantages. The lack of hierarchical authority can put personal relationships over good judgment. It can lead to conformity that suppresses creativity and critical thinking. An added layer of responsibility is time-consuming and requires skills that some people simply don't have. Training time and costs are higher due to a broader scope of duties. Virtual teams. Virtual teams are made up of people who work in different physical locations and who rely heavily on collaboration tools to get things done together. Virtual teams provide members with better life-work balance and allow business owners to employ the best experts in the field, regardless of the fact that they live on another continent. One of the organizations that had the most success with its virtual teams is Automatic, best known by their company, WordPress. Over 100 employees in 43 different countries use WordPress plugin P2 that enables them to communicate with each other in real time. Also, when a new employee gets on board, he receives $2 stipend to improve his home office, gets the latest MacBook, and an open time off policy to use take free time whenever they need. It may seem a little far-fetched, but this policy is one of the key factors behind Automatic's success. WordPress is now used by 27.5% websites globally. Types of virtual teams. According to the Manager's Guide to Virtual Teams are characterized by three dimensions. Time, when people work. They could work during different hours, on different shifts, or in different time zones. Space, where people work. They could be working right next to each other or hundreds of miles away. Culture, how and whom people work for. Culture dimension includes factors such as gender, race, language, profession, education, nationality, as well as political, social, religious, and economic factors. Operational teams. Operational teams support other types of teams. They are formed to make sure that all back-office processes go smoothly. For example, the Human Resource Department doesn't handle any projects, but it has to perform candidate screening, interviewing, and recruiting. If one of the key players decides to leave, HR has to find a substitute so the respective team can carry on its work. Also, operational teams can have their own projects and function like a project team because they have well-defined roles and responsibilities. For instance, if accounting department received a task to make an annual financial report by a certain date, they will most likely devise a timeline, delegate tasks, and keep track of deadline just like any other project team. What type of team is right for you? When choosing a type of team to perform a certain task, ask yourself these questions. What's the team's purpose exactly? How many people are required, and what will their roles be? Are selected members capable of self-management, or they require a strong leader? Is it necessary for them to be located in a single place? Is their engagement temporary or permanent? If you have a project that requires input from marketing, design as well as the customer support department, choose a cross-functional team. If, on the other hand, you choose to outsource the design, and the agency you have chosen uses a designer that works remotely, the only logical way to go is opting for a mixture of virtual and contract team. In practice, you will rarely find a team that can be defined as solely functional or solely virtual. Most teams in modern business represent a hybrid of some, if not all of the team types. 3 barriers to building a team. Poor leadership. Everything flows from leadership. And when there's a problem in the team, usually, it's the leader's fault. The wise King Solomon said, "Without a vision, the people perish." There could be several reasons that a team is not working, and most often, it starts with the leader. Is there no vision for the team? I.e., no one in the team knows where they are heading? Is there favoritism being practiced by the leader? Is the leader too critical of new ideas or suggestions? Is the leader's style too imposing on everyone? It could be various reasons, but whenever you see a team in trouble, look at the leader first. Usually the problem starts there. Poor communication. Communication is key to the proper functioning of a team. And poor communication can lead to misunderstandings, resentment, offenses within a team. Sometimes it's because one person's frankness or direct approach offenses another person, and another responds in hurt. While conflict is normal in teams, without resolving them, this poor communication can lead to destructive conflict and cause a team to break down. You can click on communication to learn more about communicating effectively with others. Poor team dynamics. Teams can fail because some people just cannot work with others. For example, if you have two extremely opinionated team members in the team, you'll be seeing conflict all day in the team. Also, if you have team members that are yes men, people that are just passive and wait for orders, you won't see a lot of participation and open discussion in the team. The thing is that, you must find the right mix of individuals to make a team, not just in terms of personalities, but also in terms of skills and abilities. Keys to successful teamwork. These 10 tips describe the environment that must occur within the team for successful teamwork to take place. Successful teamwork is the cornerstone for creating a functioning, contributing team. The team is clear about its mission. The team understands the goals and is committed to attaining them. This clear direction and agreement on mission and purpose are essential for effective teamwork. Team members must have an overall mission that is agreed upon and that provides the umbrella for all that the team tries to do. This team clarity is reinforced when the organization has clear expectations for the team's work, goals, accountability, and outcomes. The team environment encourages reasonable risks. The team creates an environment in which people are comfortable taking reasonable risks in communicating, advocating positions, and taking action. Team members trust each other. Team members are not punished for disagreeing. Disagreement is expected and appreciated. Respectful communication is the norm. Communication is open, honest, and respectful. People feel free to express their thoughts, opinions, and potential solutions to problems. People feel as if they are heard out and listened to by team members who are attempting to understand. Team members ask questions for clarity and spend their thought time listening deeply rather than forming rebuttals while their coworker is speaking. They do this by formulating questions that will lead them to more deeply understand their teammates' point of view. Strong sense of group commitment. Team members have a strong sense of belonging to the group. They experience a deep commitment to the group's decisions and actions. This sense of belonging is enhanced and reinforced when the team spends the time to develop team norms or relationship guidelines together. Team members are viewed as unique people with irreplaceable experiences, points of view, knowledge, and opinions to contribute. After all, the purpose of forming a team is to take advantage of the differences. Otherwise, why would any organization approach project, products, or goals with a team? In fact, the more a team can bring out divergent points of view that are thoughtfully presented and supported with facts as well as opinions, the better. Creativity and innovation are the norms. Creativity, innovation, and different viewpoints are expected and encouraged. Comments such as, "We already tried that and it didn't work," and "what a dumb idea" are not allowed or supported. The team members recognize that the strength in having a team is that every member brings diverseness to the effort to solve a problem, improve a process, reach a goal, or create something new and exciting. O engages in continuous improvement. The team is able to constantly examine itself and continuously improve its processes, practices, and the interaction of team members. The team openly discusses team norms and what may be hindering its ability to move forward and progress in areas of effort, talent, and strategy. The team holds review meetings that assess the team's process and progress in approaching and accomplishing the team mission. The team has a clear understanding about the 5 stages of team development, and the members know what is required to move the team successfully through the stages. O solves teamwork problems and conflicts. The team has agreed upon procedures for diagnosing, analyzing, and resolving teamwork problems and conflicts. The team does not support member personality conflicts and clashes, nor do team members pick sides in a disagreement. Rather, members work towards the mutual resolution of problems and disagreements. O practices participative leadership. Participative leadership is practiced in leading meetings, assigning tasks, recording decisions and commitments, assessing progress, holding team members accountable, and providing direction for the team. This means that every participant on the team must actively contribute to leading the team to successful outcomes and contributions. O makes high-quality decisions. Members of the team make high-quality decisions together and have the support and commitment of the group to carry out the decisions made. They also gain the support and commitment of the people they report to in order to accomplish and communicate the team's progress and success. They gain the support and commitment from senior leadership by demonstrating all of these 10 teamwork necessities each and every day. The team lives high-quality interaction that is observable and an example for all other teams to emulate. If a team can get these 10 factors right, success and a rewarding sense of teamwork will follow. It's not always the task at hand that challenges teams in their progress, it's the relationships and the little things that happen day to day. If team members can rise above the trench, they can achieve greatness. So, by this I will like to bid a farewell to you all. I hope the topic will be useful to you. Please go through the test that is attached after the video ends. Thank you.